Welcome to another one of our corporate specials. Really valued partners for us at 94.3 Radio 1, the good people at ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited. And I'm very pleased to welcome Chief Customer Experience Support and Operations, Girish Sehgal. Girish is a versatile banking professional with over 2 decades of experience at ICICI Bank. Hi, wonderful to see you, and thank you for making the trudge to our office and our studio.
Thank you, Hrishi. Thank you very much for having me here. And a big hello to all the listeners. Thank you.
I want to start with this wonderful association that we've had over the last 8 years. It has survived one pandemic and it goes on stronger than ever before. For all of you who are out there, you would probably know this if you listen to us regularly. ICICI Lombard presents Get Some Sun with Radio 1 is in its 8th super hit year. Year upon year, we give you some great travel information and advice. And ICICI Lombard has really become synonymous with travel insurance around the world for all of you who are listening. So I'm very proud of this association, and I'm sure you are too.
Absolutely, Hrishi. This is the 8th year, and our customers have been appreciating the show, the kind of feedbacks that we get from our customers, the celebrity hosts, influencers, all the radio hosts, their travel stories, I think have been very amazing and have been relating with the kind of travel which our clients also do. So it's absolutely fantastic to be associated in the 8th edition of this show. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, and may there be many, many, many more editions. Why travel insurance matters more than ever, I think it would be a nice way to start this conversation, Girish. Talk to us about how travel has evolved post-pandemic, and why does travel insurance matter more than ever today?
I think great question, Hrishi. To my mind, I think during pandemic, our suitcases were gathering dust, flights were grounded, borders were sealed. We were not traveling. I think we were all locked up. When the pandemic got over, suddenly we had an era of revenge travel where people came out of the house and suddenly the travel surged. I think over last 2-3 years, a lot of water has flown under the bridge. Today, for me, I think, and what we feel, it is an era of responsible travel. From revenge to responsible travel. Today, people are more aware. Indian traveler is more global. They are more covered. They are more cautious. They want peace of mind. They want travel, of course. They want leisure, pleasure, everything, but not at the cost of safety. I think that is something which is very, very important change which is happening. And to be very honest, there are a lot of myths which were associated with travel insurance, and a lot of those glass ceilings are being broken. So travel insurance is just nice to have. It is very expensive. It involves a lot of paperwork. I think all those myths have been broken. Today, travel insurance is not nice to have. It is must have. It is something which is non-negotiable. Something it is not expensive. It is affordable, and you can get it at the click of a button. So a lot of things have changed. People are more aligned, and people have realized that travel insurance is something which is their invisible travel partner, and they have to travel with travel insurance, of course, if they want peace of mind.
That's very beautifully put. Your invisible travel partner. So you might have your friends and your family that you're traveling with. The invisible travel partner will always be ICICI Lombard. You know, let's talk about unpredictability. One of the main reasons why Indians have become so cautious now, as opposed to the revenge travel post the pandemic, which is the wonderful term that you used to describe what was happening. There are flight delays, there are travel disruptions, there are even lost gadgets. And obviously, this is a lot of detailed planning and research that ICICI Lombard has indulged in to try and cover these customer needs. So I'd like you to talk about that, and if you could give us some data, the shift which is so visible in data terms, how much percentage increase, for example, did you see in travel insurance policies?
Yeah. So again, great question. To my mind, I think, like I said, over a period of time, it's not a one-size-fit-all policy or one-size-fit-all product which can be pitched to a customer. Every customer has different needs, different profiles, different personas. And if suppose a customer is traveling out for adventure sports, he needs a cover for that. Somebody is traveling with a pet, then he needs a pet cover. Somebody needs a gadget cover. Somebody needs a sublimit waiver cover. Somebody needs a pre-existing disease waiver cover. So there are covers which are specific to customer needs. It is like saying tailor-made. When you speak of a jacket which is a bespoke jacket or a suit, it is like a tailor-made policy, customized policy depending upon the needs of the customer. And hence, to that extent, a lot of customers who call us, they express their needs and we customize and get those covers in for those set of customers. I think the control is completely in the hand of the customer. I can choose my sum insured, I can choose my deductibles, I can choose what are the covers that I need. So somewhere I think insurance has evolved. It's not just a plain vanilla insurance, it's moved leaps and bounds. So just not a passport loss or a baggage loss or a flight delay or a flight cancellation or a hotel booking cancellation. I think so much which gets covered, which is far beyond all this that I mentioned. So I think that's one area which we have seen. And I think post-pandemic, there has been a phenomenal rise that I told you earlier also. So we have seen almost 100% plus increase in travel policies that we sell. In fact, even our country has seen the international travelers going up by even a higher number or a higher percentage. So market and opportunity is definitely huge, and customers are increasingly realizing that they have to travel with a travel insurance. They can't afford to travel without a travel insurance.
That's a wonderful answer there. The shift is visible, like Girish said, in the data too. ICICI Lombard saw a 115% increase in travel insurance policies, which is from FY 2022 to FY 2025. And the Ministry of Tourism now says officially international departures have jumped by 137%. And that's 2023 data reflecting booming demand and increased awareness. For those of you who've just tuned in and have just joined our conversation, it's Girish Sehgal, is Chief of Customer Experience Support and Operations at ICICI Lombard. He's my guest of the day. He's held multiple roles across assets, liabilities, underwriting, product management, played a key role in establishing the wealth management business at ICICI Bank. All of this before taking charge of his present responsibilities. Let's move on now to this shift and why it's so important, Girish, for the industry on one side and for customers on the other side.
So the shift, like I said, today I think travel insurance has become very important, because while you are traveling, while of course you go and travel for a vacation or a solo travel or a family travel or a business travel, the travel, we go for memories, creating new memories, exciting journeys. But God forbid if some exigency happens, for that and in the initial part, like you said, to plan for something which is unpredictable, some disaster or something can happen at any point in time. To take care of those unforeseen circumstances, I think travel insurance is the key. And I can tell you, I keep getting so many messages from our clients, mails from our clients, and some of these real-time scenarios where I remember a student had traveled and the person had some exigency, but because of the fact that he was carrying a travel insurance, everything right from hospitalization to end-to-end cover was managed. The family was reassured a lot because family was here. It was a solo travel. The student was traveling abroad. So all these kind of things can happen to anyone. And I think for that, we should have travel insurance as, of course, our safety partner, clearly.
Today's modern day travel protection is smarter and more aligned to modern needs. Yeah. And you mentioned that briefly about how, people can be conscious about their pets, can be conscious about adventure. In that light, speak about Trip Secure Plus, this incredible product that you built, and the philosophy behind the product.
So like I was telling, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. The solutions have to be customized and personalized for every customer. And every customer is very different age band, different geographies they are traveling to, and they have different needs. So Trip Secure Plus, using AI modules, I think we have hyper-personalized the offerings. The control is in the hand of the customer. Customer can choose in Trip Secure Plus what is the kind of sum insured he needs and what are kind of covers that a customer needs. So if somebody is planning to go for an adventure sports or cruise, there are covers on adventure sports, cruise disruption. For my gadgets, there can be a cover. If there is a pre-existing disease and I want that to be covered as a senior citizen, if I'm traveling, I can get a PD waiver cover. If there are things like, you said pet pet cover is also there. So there are multiple covers. I think we have 76 odd covers as part of the Trip Secure Plus product, and I think it is one of the most sought after products in the industry, and our customers really love it. And let me tell you very honestly why our customers come and buy insurance policies from us, because one, they trust us, they like us, and they know that whatever that we offer will be suiting their needs, and we will be there in their distress at every point in time. Wherever they are, we will be right up there and show up there in case of they need us. So
that's very beautifully put. So this is travel insurance that adapts to your lifestyle and not the other way around. There's a very wonderful line, and I'm going to pick it out. There's a line that goes, your service travels with you. What does it mean when you say your service, quote unquote, travels with you? Explain that, Girish.
So I'll explain this. For us, frankly, customer service is not a department. Customer service is strongly imbibed in every person at ICICI Lombard, and we at ICICI Lombard believe our customer focus is far higher than competitor focus, clearly. Now, when it comes to a service that travels with you, we are there with the customer at every step of his journey. So it's a product, or it's a insurance which is from home to home. So right from the time you step out of your home and sit in a cab, the insurance cover starts. It's from airport again to whatever the destination that you are doing or going, and then whatever activities that you are indulged in. So right from airport to bungee jumping, I think everywhere, whether if you want to go for river rafting, anything. So all adventure sports, everything gets covered. We are in fact one step ahead at every point in time. So we are there to take care of anything and everything which happens, any exigency that can happen, we will show up consistently. I think that is the message that we really want to give to our customers.
Nice. For those of you who've just joined us, Girish Sehgal is Chief Customer Experience Support and Operations at ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited. We share a deep bond at Radio 1 with ICICI Lombard. They've been partnering with us on Get Some Sun with Radio 1, our industry leading radio program. And Girish has had some incredible experience at ICICI Bank. His expertise in managing H&I customers has paved the way for streamlining processes for high net worth clients regarding their investments and banking needs. And that passion for customer service, raising the bar for customer experience, has also carried on to his role in ICICI Lombard. And if you're listening to this conversation, you'll realize exactly how and why. All right, since you explained the traveling with you concept, let's come to artificial intelligence, which is such a buzzword these days, Girish. And I know that ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company is using it in a very meaningful manner. How is AI powering smarter, more intuitive customer experiences in travel?
So I'm sure everybody is aware that innovation is something that fuels exponential growth. And as we move ahead, I think innovation opportunities are only found at the edges, not at the center. So this is very incredible, because we have been working on AI, along with AI, at every stage of the customer life cycle. So right from the buying journey, where we have created personas or profiles of the customer in terms of customization of the products which are suited to a particular customer, we use AI. Then when there is a claim initiation which can happen at the click of a button, it's not a very lengthy process. You can just go on our app and initiate a claim in case of a need. There also we use AI to estimate and ensure that the claim transitioning is much faster as much as possible. Then if you need us and if you call at a call center, there is again AI which picks in. You have a voice bot, you have our WhatsApp chat bot. Everything is powered by genetic AI and LLM engines. I think somewhere AI is playing a critical role, and because I think with AI, one good part is you can have infinite output, limitless output, boundless output. There is no limit, I think, when you use AI, and that is where I think we are using AI. But I think the word of caution, Hrishi, is we are using AI, but there is a human element
Yeah.
which is also very much there. It is not just technical. We are ensuring that whatever that we engage with customers is in customer lingo. We are right up there with the customer, even though AI and digital is being used. But there is a definite human touch, whether it's a RIA chatbot or whatever that we do. We use the human element as much as possible.
Yes, I wanted to say that. I wanted to say that ICICI Lombard makes sure that the experience feels human and not robotic. And even if you experience the WhatsApp line or the app or the call line that Girish was talking about, the experience is infinitely human. So there's this tech. And obviously you have to translate this into customer empowerment. So talk to me about that translation.
So, like I said, in our Trip Secure Plus, the power lies or the control lies with the customer. As a customer, you can choose what covers you need, what kind of sub-insured you need, what kind of deductibles you want, and depending upon the need of the customer, the covers are available. If it's an adventure sports or gadgets or your pet cover, so anything and everything that you need, depending upon the travel needs, depending upon your needs, I think those covers are available at your fingertips, and it's a home-to-home cover, which I said clearly. So right from the time you leave your home here and by the time you come back, everything, every part of the journey is covered completely.
What does it mean, Girish, to design culture-fed CX in insurance? I like the term culture feeding.
So culture, I think, like I said, the culture at ICICI Lombard is clearly that for us, customer service is clearly not a department. It is something which is imbibed and strongly ingrained within all of us. And trust is at the core value when it comes to customer service. And that's where all our customer experience journeys have been built clearly, whether it is the buying journey, whether it's a renewal journey, whether it's a claims journey. All journeys, one, have to be seamless, very easy, without any hitch. Completely simple and transparent. The turnaround times have to be extremely fast. If otherwise it creates a lot of customer dissonance. So all journeys, whether they are digital, which have been built across our platforms, website, I'll Take Your app, or your call center. Everywhere, I think the care has been taken that the journeys are as seamless as possible. We have a human touch in place. We speak and ensure that we keep the warmth with the customer as much as possible. And customers, if they respect us and like us or buy products from us, is because of the 5-letter word, which is trust, I would say. And trust is very, very, very important in an insurance business.
And RIA.
Absolutely. The chatbot.
RIA, RIA.
Yeah.
Real, what is it? It's real impact through systems, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
wonderful.
yes.
What an amazing concept. Girish Sehgal is Chief of Customer Experience Support and Operations at ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited. He's my guest of the day. And if you've fathomed by this conversation, he really transformed the contact center by implementing digitization, leveraging voice and email bots, actively driving digital service adoption among clients. And in a past life, before joining ICICI, he's also worked with Kodak India Limited in the Films and Cameras FMCG division. An engineer with a gold medal in electronics and communication. He's also an MBA in marketing from Podar Institute of Management and Research in Jaipur, and he also holds an MDP in marketing from the IIM Kolkata. All right, since you explained so lucidly about the AI experience and how it translated into customer empowerment and how your culture-fed CX in insurance walks, I'd like you to talk about a couple of more things on the Trip Secure Plus. You spoke about the smart, tailored products, how it's customer first, but just a little bit about senior citizens and how friendly it is for senior citizens, and the coverage expansion. I mean, what is it? 70 plus covers, amazing.
So if suppose somebody is a senior citizen and he wants to travel and he's carrying some pre-existing disease, so he can opt for a pre-existing disease waiver cover. So that takes care of entire hospitalization end to end. So that is something that we really want, because a lot of times if you see people traveling can be suffering from hypertension or diabetes, and if something happens when you are abroad, God forbid if some hospitalization or some need arises, so you can opt for a PED waiver cover. Similarly, there are sublimits in an insurance policy on hospitalization, etc. You can also opt for a sublimit waiver cover. So then it becomes completely limitless, a wide insurance policy that you get. While of course with sublimits it's quite affordable. So you can opt for whatever cover that you need. And I remember a lot of times I keep getting these emails from a lot of clients who have traveled abroad, and something happens and then they need, and of course the help is available at the click of a button. So we are available at app, we are available at website, call center, and the help is just a stone's throw away. So it's
Wonderful. And like Girish said a little while ago, it's a home-to-home cover.
Yeah.
The coverage does not begin at the airport, which is what you normally think with policies. It starts from your doorstep. Girish, initially when we started this conversation, you gave us one example. I'd love it if you could quote another one. Just personal experiences that have shaped your customer philosophy. And is there a particular customer story that reflects what you aim for?
So like I was telling you, a story of a student who had traveled abroad and something had happened. There are many stories like this where some families have been going, and a few of my colleagues in fact who had gone there and lost their baggage and passports, and they needed help. I think the help was available at the click of a button. We could ensure that they could travel back safely and everything was covered. And a lot of times these are uncertain times with so much happening geopolitically. There can be flight cancellation, flight disruptions which can happen, or flight delays. A lot of times we have seen this happening. So I think if you really want to travel with peace of mind, and nothing is more important and costly than peace of mind, I believe. And peace of mind is something that you get with our Trip Secure Plus. I think it's a great product. And if you have Trip Secure Plus, I'm sure you can travel worry-free completely.
You know, you've had an eventful life. I took people through your incredible career. But just for those of you who want to understand Girish, the real Girish, when he's not at work, he loves to sing, he plays the guitar and write poems. But that's beautiful. So what is your language of choice? Do you write in Urdu, do you write in Hindi, do you write in English?
I can write in Hindi and English both,
Wow.
not Urdu.
Wow, your wife must be a very happy woman.
Yeah, she was
Do you manage to write poems for her?
Yeah, used to. She was my batchmate at our MBA college.
Ah, that's
so
wonderful.
We were together in our MBA, and so I'm a Punjabi and she's a Jain. So it was a difficult way of getting together, convincing each other's families. But
The poetry helped. Poetry helped.
Poetry, of course, helped with her, but not with her parents.
Yeah.
There, I think the trust helped.
Yeah. And the guitar, I mean, is it something you picked up during college or much later?
No, in fact, guitar is something which my wife gifted me on one of my birthdays.
Beautiful.
And since then, I have a teacher who comes and he teaches me and my daughter as well. So both of us have our lessons on weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
So what is it? What is your go-to tunes of choice? And what is your daughter's go-to tunes of choice? Are you guys doing a combination of Ed Sheeran and Kishore Kumar?
So I love Kishore Kumar, of course, and my daughter generally loves God's Love, which is something which is a nice rhyme to have, and she is very fond of that.
Lovely. I think a wonderful way to sign off from this conversation would be, what does travel, what has customer centricity taught you personally? I mean, travel is so amazing, isn't it? I mean, it widens your horizons. I leave the floor to you, and I think that'll be a nice way to sign off.
I think for us, customer centricity is extremely important, and for me personally, I think for anything and everything that we do, our success lies with the hands of the customer. If we are not doing something, or we are creating a product which doesn't appeal to the customers, then the product is not worth it. So I think anything and everything that we do must have a human and a customer element strongly imbibed. There should be an active feedback mechanism which should come in from customers when they write to us or call us, and we should be able to plow that feedback back in our product creation journey. And I think we firmly believe that future can be, of course, better than what we are present, and there is an intent that yes, we will do it, and we are always there with our customers as much as possible. Of course, we are not perfect. There will always be some gaps and areas of improvement, but let me tell to all the listeners here that we are working towards improving our customers' experience with utmost sincerity and honesty, and we would always be fair to our customers.
That's wonderful. Please go check them out. ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on the World Wide Web. And do give a call when you're traveling, because this is, like he said, your silent, invisible partner will always be there by your side. Girish Sehgal, Chief of Customer Experience, Support and Operations at ICICI Lombard. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for this very enlightening conversation.
Thank you, Hrishi. Thank you so much.
.3 Radio 1